Hello and welcome to another MMT review. We've been sent to another preview screening. That's right, we went and saw Frozen 2.
Frozen 2.
Alex and I, thank you to Disney for sending us out. Bit of Panic at the Disco there for you.
Oh, yes.
It's a bit of a spoiler. Not really.
They've released the album already.
It's what they're trying to make their new Let It Go. But we'll get into that in a minute. First off, so Frozen 2 comes out officially in theaters within the week that you're probably hearing this. So if you want to go and rewatch the first Frozen, go check the top line of the description right now. You'll find a link to our commentary track that we made for it. Alex and I sat down. We watched the first one before going to see the new one.
Check it out.
And I think it's got some pretty silly goofs. I think we compared it to X-Men.
Yeah, and I also confessed that I thought a certain creature was only fictional for so long of my life.
Yes, yeah, that was right. Yeah, that's a cracker. So go and check that one out and then come back if you want to hear our thoughts on Frozen 2. Hello, everyone who wants to listen to that.
Hello.
Let's get into what I say. So no spoilers for now. Those 4 notes are going to be stuck in my head for the rest of my life.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man. Yeah, so Frozen 2, no spoilers for now. We'll get into that. But what did you think?
I thought this was on par with the first one.
Yep.
Saying that, I think the first one's a 3 out of 5.
Yeah, I agree in that sense. In my own opinion, I preferred this one slightly to the first one.
This one was a lot darker.
Yeah, I think that's the part that drew me in a bit more. And I wanted more of it.
This was the Empire Strikes Back of the Frozen trilogy.
There's parts of this film where it's like everyone is like really in a dark place.
There is a moment where all of our heroes are down.
Yeah, and like obviously they come back and everything. No spoilers there. I mean, it's a Disney film. But there were parts where it's like when they start going into like more powers stuff and everything, it was like, oh, I'm in for this. And then it goes back to normal. And
yeah,
I mean, it's Frozen.
I mean, look, yeah, if you like the first one, you'll like this one.
Yeah. There were kids in our audience absolutely losing it to Olaf jokes.
Yeah. I think Brayden and I have said we are not the biggest fans of Olaf.
No, bless you, Josh Gad. You're a nice human, but you're a terrible snowman.
He did have some funny moments.
There is one particular thing that we will talk about in the spoilers that actually made me laugh out loud.
Yeah.
I will say I lolled.
You LOL'd?
I LOL'd.
Oh my god.
OMG. I almost ruffled. Do people still say that?
I don't know.
Was that a very
Did they ever say it?
late 2000s thing? I think it was late 2000s.
I think Lamau is more of a...
Lamau. And you see, Lamau makes me think of LMFAO, the band. We're getting super off topic.
Anyway, let's talk about Frozen 2. What did I like about Frozen 2?
Yeah, what did you like? Without spoilers for now.
I like what I liked from the first one. I like the relationship between the sisters.
Yes, that is definitely the strongest thing in this. I think
the strongest parts of the movie is where they're together and their
Don't say the table.
And their chemistry between them two. I think that's great.
The dynamic of them working together and then the struggles that come with that they're always excellently handled.
I like some of the new things they introduced, like some of the more mystical things.
Yeah, a bit more of the what we've seen teased in the trailers at least of like this like woods that's like trapped in this magic mist.
Yeah.
And like what's hidden there and why that's there. The world expansion, the lore is very good.
What didn't I like?
Oh, what didn't you like?
Kristoff's storyline.
Yeah, we'll get into that because it's a slight spoiler. I don't want to ruin it for people, but Kristoff's storyline was definitely disappointing.
Yeah, he's just there.
And
then they ditch him.
Yeah, and then he's there
still at
the end.
Yeah. I'm gonna admit about. How many songs would you say are in the film?
I wasn't sure if it was more or less than the original.
Should I count them all?
Oh, you reckon you can count them?
Yeah, Mum's Lullaby in the beginning.
Yep.
Anna song.
Oh, these are spoilers.
Olaf?
These are spoilers.
No, they're not.
Yeah, don't spoil stuff.
All right, 1,
I would
2,
say around
3.
7 or 8, maybe.
Yeah, I think 2 of them hit.
Yeah, honestly, the one that they're going really hard on, and they want to like they've got a
new Let It Go.
They've got a pop version of it by Panic at the Disco. Yep. Please go and listen to it. That was the start of the show because it's the funniest thing ever. That's what plays at the credits, which is the best. But there was another song in there that Alex and I, when we were sitting in it, were going, why isn't this the song that they went with?
Yeah.
But everyone's got their personal opinion.
So
and
I
music
thought
taste.
those 2 songs were really good. The rest of them you can throw on the bin.
Yeah, there's one that stands out because it's a good joke, but then everything else just was kind of just not anything special.
Yeah, there was nothing really great. I thought the songs in the first one. It's hard not to compare this to the first one,
and
because the film compares.
The film constantly compares it to the first one.
Yeah.
Like it keeps it. It can't
It
let go.
it won't let it go.
It won't let it go. It can't. It cannot let it go because it's stuck in the shadow of Let It Go.
Yeah.
And there are parts of this film where they try to make jokes about it, but all it does is bring it back up.
Yeah.
And obviously, as a company,
I
that's
thought-
incredible pressure.
I thought the story though wasn't as strong as the first one.
Yeah, the first one really did have the twist in the first one with him being a bad guy.
There is a twist in this one. I would say
There is a twist in this
Very
one.
predictable because we all
Yeah.
knew it as soon as.
As the second it, the situation arrives, of what might have happened, you know instantly.
Yeah.
So whereas the first one was actually it got people,
Yeah.
because no one really saw that coming.
So yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, wow, I said more negatives than positives.
Yeah. No.
This is fun. Kids
else did
will
you
love it. It's
I mean-
clearly a film catered to kids.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it's not
Visually, this film is incredible. And you look at the faces of Anna and Elsa
Yeah, the
when
water
they're in
effects.
close-ups, and they're they look like they've got weird, incredibly smooth skin, which is weird. But hey, cartoons. But the freckles on Anna's
Yeah.
nose, what? It's so hyper detailed. It's amazing. But yeah, it's. I'd say there are parts of it that I did really like, and
I'd say
then
it's-
parts that dropped.
Yeah, I say it's a good time. It's watchable. Kids will love it.
Yeah, kids will go mental
It's
for it.
colorful. Sometimes dark.
Yeah, sometimes
Um,
it's, but there is also a lot of messages in there for kids.
I'd say the first half of it's kind of really intriguing up until they go to a certain place, and then the movie keeps going.
Yeah, it really struggles to walk the line where
Yeah.
you can tell that half of them, for half of it, they want to go and do new things. And then for another half of it, it's but it is Frozen. We need to keep people in seats.
Should we head to spoiler territory?
I think we should head to spoiler
Should
territory.
we give a review? A rating?
Yes. All right. What did you say for Frozen 1 first, just then?
I gave it 3 out of 5.
3 out of 5 for Frozen 1.
The more I think about this movie, the less I like it than the first one.
Oh, no.
I'm going 2.75.
2.75.
Yep. I can't. I don't think it's bad enough to get 2.5 to make it only half good.
Yeah.
I think but I don't think it's as good as the first one.
Yeah.
So we'll get a 2.75 from me.
I think my boat is literally flipped. I think my boat is Frozen for me would probably sit at a 2.75,
Yeah.
and Frozen 2 I preferred slightly because they explored some stuff that I prefer.
I'm going to give it 2.75, but I'm going to take a leaf out of YMS's book and say it's closer to a 3 than a 2.5.
Ah, nice. That's good. Anyway, if you don't want spoilers for Frozen 2, leave us be. Come
Go
back later.
away.
No, come back later.
Oh, sorry. Come back later.
Come back once you've seen it.
Please.
Because I'm sure you'll want to hear our in-depth analysis on
In-depth
the
anal
incredible
versus-
storyline. I'm assuming you're gone now.
Hello.
Yeah, the grandpa did it. Jesus.
Yeah, and yeah, that, and then the mum was the...
Yeah. Oh my god.
Both super predictable.
They literally make a statue of them in
Yeah.
ice, and they look at the woman and go,
That's
yeah.
She looks exactly like
The
Elsa and
three
Anna.
of them look the exact same. And there's another line in the film where the dude goes, you look just like your father. And it's like, no, they don't. They look exactly like their mother.
Yeah, and that guy never seen...
Yeah. Just, I mean, obviously there's some issues with this film, but
Yeah.
some parts of it I really liked. The whole fact that it's this weird magic dynamic.
We didn't talk about the little gecko,
Oh yes,
That's
Oh
cute.
my god,
but they didn't.
oh.
They didn't explore that more.
Yeah, I know. It's like this little gecko is on fire. He's one of the spirits of the forest.
Yeah, they didn't.
and they're just like, nah, he's there for
And then
comedic
the
relief because he's
leaves were
adorable.
nothing.
Gale.
Gale was nothing.
Yeah, there's just literally nothing.
So let's just say
At least the horse had something to do.
So-
the water horse thing.
Oh,
water
the
horse.
water horse.
Man, terrible movie.
The story of this film is that the forest is calling out to Elsa, I guess, doing that. Only Elsa can hear it because she's the fifth element. By the way,
Yes, Elsa is the
She's-
fifth element.
She is the fifth element.
You know what we have to do? we have to make
Multi-pass.
Frozen 2 spoilers with no context.
Yeah.
And we have to try and get that to go viral. Check out our Instagrams and stuff to see if that dropped off at all.
Yeah. So, yes, she is technically the fifth element.
Yep, she's the fifth element.
She's the bridge between all the elements and everything.
Definitely makes total sense.
So yeah, that's her character. And then I thought the strongest part of this film was up until they got to the I'm going to call it Enchanted Forest. I think that's what they call it.
Yeah, the Enchanted Forest.
And then they clear the smoke and they go inside, and then we hang out with those people who I thought were going to be really cool, and they were just kind of there.
Yeah, they just existed, and then they went, okay, cool, we're gonna go keep adventuring.
Yeah,
and that was it.
And then they leave Kristoff there.
Kristoff and Sven.
And then they go off on their own adventure, and then they get split. I think the worst thing this movie did, and I feel like I've heard more people say it, and it's true, is that they split Anna and Elsa up for the last 45 minutes.
They're literally the thing that holds these films together.
Yeah.
Like, literally. Like, their connection is what the films are about.
And their chemistry just works so well.
Yeah. So it seems weird to... And I know that's meant to make, like, a dramatic... Like, it's meant to give, like... some sort of stakes to something.
But I just don't care.
Yeah. The second you separate them, it's like, oh, well, now we're just looking at Elsa by herself.
Yeah.
Which isn't interesting because she's not really talking. She sings at one point. But that's it. I do like the scene of her, like, being a superhero. I
thought her scene in the Fortress of Solitude was cool.
Yeah, in the Fortress was good, and then the visuals of that was amazing.
But did some of that look like original Disney 2D animation?
Some of it, like in the air, looked really cool. No, the one part they got me like hooked with it, and then did nothing with it. When they first get into the forest and the wind tornado takes them, and she's doing her like dual power thing. Oh my god, it was like Iron Man.
It was cool. It was like the Doctor Strange where he's got
Oh, and then they did nothing like that with anything else.
Well, because so the ending is we have to destroy the dam to lift the curse and save the world.
It's basically, hey, an old racist man went and slaughtered these people
and built a dam
to keep the Native Americans out.
They did look like Native Americans.
Yeah, even though they're set in Scandinavia.
Found that out in our Frozen 1 commentary track.
Frozen 1 commentary track.
Check that link below. Anyway.
Yes.
So, they destroy the dam, and then everything's meant to go, and then the whole... Do you know what pissed me off?
What?
I'm sorry, but they set up so much that the consequences of doing this were Arendelle would be destroyed. And I was like, they're going to do that, but you can rebuild somewhere.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
Fine. And then they just go for the cheap knockout where she goes, no, I'm going to put an ice wall.
Yeah, I'm going to protect it.
And then the water's just going to go, okay, we're not hitting this, even though water does not work like that.
Yeah, not at all. Water physics were great until then.
Yeah, and then they just did that, and it took, I'm sorry, if they make a Frozen 3, there's going to be no stakes for me.
Threeson.
A threeson.
They have to call it threeson.
They will. If they do it, I just felt that the ending of this was so anticlimactic.
It was like, I was
the ending felt rushed.
I was expecting it to be a case of, okay, cool, Arendale's going to fall, and it's like, we have to do this. Then they do it, Arendelle gets destroyed, all the people are like, what's going on? And then Elsa and Anna come up and they're like, hey, Arendelle is us.
Do you know what was missing from this film? I think there was no antagonist.
Yeah, there's no bad guy.
There's no real bad guy.
The closest thing to a bad guy we get is
the racist
grandpa, and maybe the giants.
But yeah,
even them,
they just use them as a way to destroy. Like it just felt so lazy. The ending of the film, where it was just like, we have to.
It wraps up very quickly.
It does, because I was just like, and then Olaf.
I was starting to wonder how long. Yeah, Olaf does get Thanos snapped.
And then it's just like, we have to destroy... Anna gets out and she goes, we've got to destroy the dam. And that happens within 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Like I say Act 3 in this film, 10 minutes.
Yeah, like when we thought Act 3 was starting...
It was in the middle of it.
It like, literally, that point where everything's dark and Anna sings her song about taking another step and getting over things and getting through things. We thought that was the beginning of the third act.
Yeah, and I don't get how the magic in this world works, because Elsa goes into her Fortress of Solitude, finds out the truth, gets frozen, then shoots a thing in the air, and then...
Yeah, I was expecting there to be a flare where, like, it would go up and...
I thought it was going to be a way for Anna to get to Elsa.
Yeah,
That's how long of the movie I thought we had left. That
Yeah.
Anna was gonna have to get to Elsa, and then together they don't even fight together at the end.
Yeah, that's how much it feels like the end of the film just really pumps up the acceleration to skip over parts.
Yeah. I wonder if because we just said a lot of negative things.
Yeah.
The acting was good, the animation's great, and I'd say the first half an hour to maybe 40 minutes.
Yeah, interesting.
Interesting, and I was intrigued, and it had me. It was just everything after, I'd say from the twist and onwards, or even a little bit before the twist.
Yeah, which isn't really a twist. It was kind of disappointing in that sense, but...
And so did they just confirm that their parents 100% died?
Yes. Yeah, that was it.
Okay.
That was them ruining the Tarzan theory.
Yeah, I didn't like that because that felt like nothing as well.
Yeah, it wasn't anything.
We already thought they were dead. Why did we need to see that? Just to confirm that they died?
Yes. That was it.
Oh, and to confirm that, I guess they were going to
look the for map. Honestly, they could have just had the map. They could have just had the map and done that, and that would have been that scene done.
I totally forgot that scene happening. That's like such an important scene.
Yeah, that's when they split up.
Yeah.
That's when they're arguing, which doesn't make much sense. But
we'll talk about Olaf's big laugh. It's when
Olaf.
He's got a couple giggle moments where it's him talking.
Olaf has gotten really weird in this film, because in the original,
weirdly socially,
in the original, he's just been born, so he's naive to everything. He doesn't know what snow does in summer. That's funny, haha. In this one, he's really existential.
Yeah, and he doesn't want anything to change. He's scared of change as well.
He has really complex thoughts. And, he can't comprehend what death is and things. It's really weird.
Yeah, and then his big laugh in the movie is where he pretty much... They meet these people trapped in the forest. They've been trapped in there for 35 years or something.
Yeah.
And he basically recaps them on Frozen 1.
He recaps the entirety of Frozen. Videos where they're like, hey, it's Top Gun in 30 seconds.
Yeah.
It's this. It's Frozen in 50, 60
and we
seconds.
Said it in the spoiler-free part, but this movie can't let go of Frozen 1.
Yeah, it really can't. It brings it up all the time.
There's flashbacks to the first film with Christoph's song.
Christoph's song as an 80s ballad is hilarious, but it seems like a parody.
Yeah, it was just so out of
and
place. I don't think it worked, though. That's
not a parody of an 80s ballad, a parody of Frozen 2.
Yeah.
That's what it seems like. You could take that out of context, post it online, and people would be like, "This is a hilarious parody," and then they'd go see the film and go, "Oh wait,
that's in there."
They did that. That was a choice that they made to put that in there. I found that hilarious, and then when it ended, I went, "Oh, that was in the middle of a film."
Yeah,
what?
It was really weird for it to be in there.
Yeah, it is. It is a weird one. And yeah, poor Christos he's off to the side. His plot line is
horrible.
All right, I'm gonna marry Anna. Sweet. I've got the ring. Let's do it. He goes to do it. Doesn't happen. Then he gets ditched. Doesn't happen. Doesn't happen. Doesn't happen. The film ends. It happens.
Right.
And that's it.
And she becomes queen. I guess he's going to become king.
Yeah. And Elsa's the foreign correspondent who's...
She's hanging out with the wildlings.
The wildlings.
And she's doing stuff on her magical frozen water horse.
They had to make the water horse out of... snow and ice at the end. They had to. They were leading up to that the entire time. Yeah.
We were all wrong. Anna, no
powers.
No powers.
Honestly, I'm half disappointed, half not.
I'm very disappointed.
Very. Ooh.
I would have loved to see Anna have wind powers.
Anna's the goddamn last airbender.
Because when...
I mean, they tease it so much. She's in the leaves so much.
I thought we had it. When opening of the film, first time we see Anna... The autumn leaf hits her in the back of the head.
Yeah, and it flies around her and goes away.
That's leading to that she's got powers.
It's the most foreshadowing for no payoff.
Yeah, there's
It's you know what it's like? It's there's a script of Frozen 2, which is the proper one, and they got 2/3 of it done.
Yeah.
And they were working so hard, and then Disney it's Disney went, "No, we need this out to be in a couple months." People have been waiting for more Frozen for so long.
The more I think about it, the more the ending and the last
the more it annoys you.
It just falls apart.
Yeah, it really rushes. All the rest of it's paced all right.
Yeah, it guns to the finishing line, the finishing line, the finishing line, and it just trips over itself.
Yeah.
It barely crosses it.
It was doing so well. It had so much potential in there, and then... Yeah, from the point where we were oh yeah, Act 3, here we go.
And I thought this was going to be really good.
Yeah, I already from the trailers, I was like, man, I'm way more invested in this than I am the first one.
Yeah.
And it kind of did some stuff that I liked.
20 minutes long enough?
Yeah, that's a good review, I'd say.
Good review. Boom, we hit the 20-minute mark.
There it is. Everyone can take off their headphones.
Brayden gave it a 3.
3
out of 5, and I gave it a 2.75 out of 5. Now I think about it, closer to a 2.5.
Oh, rough. All right, maybe we should stop talking about it.
Yeah, let's stop talking about Frozen 2.
But yeah, like we said at the start, if you want to go back and rewatch Frozen the first time,
go do that. It's
go
fun.
do that with us because, hey, we talk a bunch of random shit on it, and it was a fun one. Yeah, it's 100% X-Men. And what was the other series that we thought it was like? It was like
X-Men, and then it was something else.
I can't remember now. Oh well.
Yeah.
And this one, hey, is 100%.
No, it's both X-Men because we compared it that she was like Jean Grey, where they repress her memories, but she got the gloves because she was like Rogue.
Because she's like Rogue. That's it. I feel like there was another one in there. Anyway, and then this one was 100% tried to have elements of Empire, and then
but was the fifth element.
Yeah, and then was the fifth element. It actually, I wonder how much this plot actually just lines up with the fifth element.
Yeah. It could have used Bruce Willis.
Oh, man.
That's Frozen 2.
Frozen 2.
Thank you all for joining us for the Frozen 2 review. As always, I'm Alex, but also check us out on all of our Patreons. Check out our main show that airs every Tuesday, every second Tuesday.
There we go.
But on the alternate Tuesday, you get like a cool...
We do some random ones in there, here and there.
We didn't do it this week because we've been busy. But
Alex got exams and everything, so he's crazy busy. But anyway, on our Patreon, there's a bunch of random crap on there as well.
Check that out. And thank you all for listening. And like I said before, I'm Alex.
And I'm Brayden.